on SmackDown last week. What was going through your head as you made your long-awaited return, and doing so at the Performance Center?
Yeah, I had planned on it being much bigger, you know, like in my mind I'd seen it coming out, you know, and the crowd going crazy, this being my big last return, you know, but then the way things are in the world right now, I mean, it's just what I had to deal with, and I look forward to being in front of a crowd again, because I think I'm getting my old theme back from 08 and 09 called No More Words, and it's going to be special again.
So I got to jump on that. Wow. People have been calling for that. We had Sheamus on here a few weeks ago trying to get his theme song back. But Are we getting No More Words back? Are you confirming that right now?
Please.
I'm confirming it right now.
Oh, yeah. That's huge. Big news right there.
That's huge. Man, I seen you on backstage, and you said you were going to talk about you're going to be a different Jeff Hardy, 2020 Jeff Hardy. Can you just take us through that? What does that mean to you, and what does that mean to everybody else?
The first thought, I got this huge tattoo on my back. It's a big demon morphing out of my back, and that's the biggest difference, because that does make me very unique and different from the way I was before. But yeah, I just got a lot of crazy ideas, and people who've asked me the last few months, like, who do you want to wrestle that you've never wrestled? And I've been just going to, Roman Reigns, but I keep forgetting, man, The Fiend, Bray Wyatt.
Wow.
I have all these crazy ideas that can move forward into this abstract world between the two of us. And so, yeah, definitely The Fiend, Bray Wyatt is a huge dream match of mine.
Wow, that's we all would love to see that. Now, we just talked about how you came out to the PC on SmackDown, and there was no crowd reaction. But when you returned, the last time WrestleMania was in Florida, you came out to one of the biggest reactions in WrestleMania history. So can kind of compare the two? You make a return at the Performance Center, there's no fans, and then the return you made a few years ago at WrestleMania in Florida with one of the biggest crowd reactions ever.
Yeah, it was very different. You know, it was very being at the PC the other night was like it was very dreamlike. You know, it's like one of those things. And I ran into Cena before I went out. And I was like, yeah, remember that time we wrestled at the PC with no crowd, and it was like a strange dream. But yeah, back at when my brother and I returned to WrestleMania after 8-9 years, whatever it was, it was just amazing. That's by far the high spot of our careers.
Your triangle ladder match at WrestleMania with the Dudleys and Edge is now 20 years old. Looking back now, what do you think of the legacy and significance of that match?
It's extremely cool to know that myself, my brother, Edge and Christian, and the Dudley Boys pretty much created the TLC match that is now a pay-per-view every year. And when I say I think I'm going to be around for a few more years, so I just feel like there's a lot more things for me to do in the WWE, and one of those is to have a huge ladder match at the TLC pay-per-view.
So what are your thoughts on Edge's comeback at this year's, as WrestleMania approaches and at the Rumble?
Oh, it's huge, man. I the other night when they played, I was watching when they played the Royal Rumble back, because I'd never watched it all the way through, and I got goosebumps, man. And it must be good if it gives you goosebumps. And man, just to see him out there killing it again, it's another thing. In my mind, I go, man, we still have one more match between us left in our careers. So, yeah, man, anything's possible in the pro wrestling world. So, yeah, I look forward to each and every moment of that.
Wow. So it talks about moments, and we just went over the triangle ladder match, and I know you and the matches that you had with Edge and Christian and Matt before that in the ladder matches. But from a singles standpoint, almost 18 years ago, you faced The Undertaker on Monday Night Raw in a ladder match for the Undisputed Championship. To me, that was the milestone of your singles career, one of the first milestones of your singles career. But other than that, and obviously winning the World Heavyweight Championship or the WWE Championship, is there a singles milestone that stands out to you that maybe people don't talk about that often?
One of my favorite feuds of all time was the feud between myself and Umaga. You know, I love that guy, and we had such good chemistry together. It was the type of thing that we didn't have to say a word to one another. You know, we could go out there and have an amazing match. And I'll never forget, I got to do a Willow spot, my alter ego called Willow I used to do back in the Omega days. And I slid down a rail, like a long rail on a staircase, and clotheslined him. And it was just so unique and different. But yeah, that feud was like one of my favorites when I think of my solo dimension career. Another goal I've set for myself, I think I have a few more great years left in me, and that's another goal I want to achieve, because I love the new design of the Universal Championship and the WWE Championship, so I want to capture that one more time.
Well, Jeff, we appreciate you joining us and breaking some news with us today that No More Words will be back. I know all of our fans will be very happy to hear that. We're happy to see you back on our TV screens, and I'm looking forward to hearing that on our TV screens and through our speakers, because I'll be playing it on my phone all the time now that I know it's back.
Absolutely.
But Jeff Hardy, thank you for joining us today.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you all, man.
Appreciate you.
Appreciate it.